Hey there, Jill. Welcome in. How's it going? Welcome in. Good morning. Good morning.
Want a break from the ads?
I don't.
Hey there, Paul.
No.
Good morning. Damn. How you guys doing today? You doing all right? Morning, Luna. Good. Going to start up ETS kind of soon. How are you? Yeah. 55 stream streak. Oh my goodness. Still, I was worried about my throat going to be worse this morning, but it's still sore, but it's not any worse than it was last night. So. So I said, all right, let's go then. Let's go trucking. Have you built a Renault now? Yeah. It's at the garage. The MIN is in the garage. Welcome in, Hellman. So I need to quick travel back up to Alta. I think there's a quick travel there. Yeah. No. I thought maybe I was going to be on my way to getting sick because my throat started getting sore yesterday. But it didn't feel no worse this morning than it did last night. So. But I don't know. Maybe getting sick. Who knows? Don't have any jobs in Amsterdam. We'll probably still have to create stuff. No, not seat. Field of view. I think the mirrors are okay the way they are. Can do the time. Just wanted to let you know because you're not on the server. Yeah. Well, I haven't even had time to check yet, so you have the wrong trailer on. Man, it's been not really a struggle because I have a job dispatcher, but it's just like naturally whenever you're trying to go to a specific city. Actually, I have one, a square baler. Whenever you're trying to go to a specific city, you never find what you need, right? Well, Luna, you're probably pulling a trailer though, aren't you? There's nothing in the freight market. Yeah, there is the square baler going there. Let me go ahead and pick that up. Wait, do they have an engine sound mod on this? Oh no. Sounds like that same engine mod that's on the Volvo. Shit, I need to sleep as well. Well, if I'd have known that, I probably wouldn't have gotten this truck then. Hey there, Goblin. Welcome in. Man, why? Why?
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Here
yeah.
we go again.
Oh shit, ads. Thank you very much for the likes. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Actually, I think I might move the seat back some too. Crap. Why did they have to have this engine sound on here for? I noticed there was a like a custom paint job for this truck. So I guess somebody that plays on the server as well.
Holy shit, that was fast.
Alright, welcome back from the ads, Twitch. Yeah, Hellman, I am. I'm on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and a new place called Valora that I'm trying out. God almighty. I said my throat wasn't that bad, but once I sat here and start talking. No, I multi-stream through Beamstream. Beamstream GG. It's like it's a streaming, well, I guess I'm also streaming there because it's a streaming platform in itself, but the platform takes care of the actual multi-streaming. So you all you do is you put in as if you're streaming to one place. So you put in, you set up that you're streaming to Beamstream GG, and then on the Beamstream website, that's where you put in all the extra places that you want to stream to, and then you can just toggle them. Like if you don't feel like streaming to YouTube one day, then you just don't you toggle it off, and then you just stream to Beamstream and Twitch, wherever you want to stream to. You just put it in over there on Beamstream, and then it takes care of it. Hey, good morning, Devil. It wasn't feeling any worse when I got up this morning, so I figured I'd go ahead and stream. But we'll see. We'll see what it's like at the end of the stream. And from what I understand is Beamstream is actually the guys. It was actually called Beam back in the day, and but whenever was it Microsoft that took over, or Microsoft that came with Mixer? From what I understand, Microsoft bought the Beam platform and they rebranded it to Mixer. So from what I understand, it's the guys that were. Hey there, Zion. Good morning. From what I understand, it was the guys that originally did Beam back in the day that are doing Beamstream GG now. They actually have a monetary system set up over there as well. But there's not many people that use it, as far as I know, because they got like subs and stuff. So like everybody on Beam gets 70%, and then if you stream for a certain amount of hours, I think it's like 60 hours or something like that in a month, then you get 80%. And then if you stream 100 hours in a month, then you get 90%. Oh. I need to find a place of rest. There's a cop car. He's trying to stop. How's Zion doing this morning? Doing all right? Oh, there is a spot right up the road here. Good, good. They're also running a PC giveaway over there on Beam as well at the moment. I think this was probably I want to say like the 4th or 5th PC they've given away since they started. They started 2 years ago. Because the CEO was in the chat the other day and said that they were about to have their 2-year anniversary. So. Oh wait. Gabber needs to enter. Yeah, definitely. Downloaded some Ruta trucks. Oh, nice. Which ones did you get, Goblin? It's legit too. It's not nothing that they're trying to scam people out of to get people on the platform. It's more like people are scamming them out of PCs because loving the Pete cab over. Because I think at least 2 people that have won a PC, they used to stream on there. They were real active in streaming on there. They won the PC, and then after that, they disappeared. But it's not a. They're not fake Beam accounts either. They're actually people that multi-stream, like on Kick streamers. I don't think. I think maybe one of them streamed on Twitch as well, but like their main platforms was Kick. Got the package, American Dream. Oh, nice.
Proceeds from this channel go to ESB Gaming, a gaming community with a greater purpose, to help children and their families who are struggling financially for various reasons.
I haven't tried to purchase from Ruda's website in a while, but the last time I tried, it was kind of like, because of the stuff that's happening with Russia and Ukraine, they're like, no, can't make any transactions to this place. Yeah, we just pulled out in front of that truck. But yeah, I won a Beam. That's where I won that 1,000-watt power supply unit. Worth like $300 or something like that. That was probably about a year ago or so. Or more than a year ago, maybe. I used up all my luck for a long time. You sure did. Never thought about that. Obviously, you know where I am, so that's not a problem. Yeah. I think it's kind of, I don't know. I don't understand. I don't understand. I mean, I know they do it because of like war and such, but I just don't. I don't understand what it accomplishes. Damn, they're saying, hey there, Sixton, welcome in. How heavy is this thing? It's only 10 tons. Do you work as a truck driver? The job I currently have, I'm hired as a truck driver, but they don't actually have a truck for me to drive. But I have driven trucks for a total of about 17 years, both in the States and in Sweden, where I currently live. Hey, Goofball, welcome in. How's Mr. Goofball today? Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. I may be coming down with something. I don't know. I started getting a sore throat yesterday. It hasn't gotten any worse today, so we'll see what happens. I think he's done PayPal now, too. Oh, I might have to check it out then again, Goblin. Because I think the last time I checked, I don't think he had PayPal as an option. Good. Nah, I don't think it is. Just probably just the common cold or flu bug that everybody spreads around consistently. I'll check it out. I'll check it out. Because it was, I guess, at least a year since I last checked his webpage. I should probably wear a mask on stream. Oh, yeah. True. It's good, it's good. How dare I not think of everybody else like that? Those are not good social distancing practices, sir. Man, I'm glad that whole craze is over with. It was so annoying. So annoying during that COVID craze. For now. Yeah, until the next big thing comes around. Different day, different crazy, yeah. Found an issue with the default 770. Okay. China is still getting people sick of different things. Oh no, what are they doing now? You know, I never really, hey there, Mel, welcome in. I was one of those that, like, refused to get the COVID vaccine for a while. I probably shouldn't have got it still, even though everybody was pestering me about it, but, because I never did really get actually really sick until after I got the vaccine. I miss when the only time we mentioned China in my house was when we were talking about mom's fine dishes we never got to use. How's Mel doing? You doing all right today? No, it actually increased the severity. That's the problem. It actually increased the severity of the COVID for me. I know it wasn't to stop it, but yeah, I'm doing all right. Doing pretty good. No, it's actually seriously. Because like whenever we first got COVID in the family, everyone had it except for me. Everyone got it except for me. Everyone else had vaccines. I got the vaccine and the booster and got COVID 3 times afterwards. All right. So we had 3 people in the family that got sick. 3 people that had COVID vaccines. The 1 person that didn't get sick didn't have a vaccine. Second time the family got COVID, 3 people got sick. I got like a runny nose. I think I may have gotten a little bit of it the second time around, but I had a runny nose. That was about it. I think the runny nose lasted for like 2 or 3 days. And because of the vaccine, I lost the use of an eye and a bad frozen shoulder. Damn. So this is twice now. Everybody in the family has gotten COVID, and I've pretty much been scot-free. Now, I finally give in and get the vaccination. Guess what? I catch COVID, and it was bad. Like it was like having a really bad flu, right? The second time I got COVID, it was worse than the first time. And then the third time I got COVID, I felt like I was gonna die. They won't say that, but I have my suspicions. Yeah, I mean, so if you ask me, like from my point of view, the whole family gets sick twice with COVID. I had no or very little symptoms. I get the vaccine. Bam, COVID 3 times. Sick as hell. So, I don't know. You tell me. That's just a coincidence? How is that a coincidence? Hey there, Kundam. We're on our way to Amsterdam. Okay, if it happened once, maybe that's a coincidence. No, you're good, goofball. Like, if it happened once, maybe that's a coincidence. But the fact that I did not get sick twice beforehand, and then the fact that I got really, really sick 3 times after the fact, I don't know. I think that goes beyond coincidence. But the one thing that really sucks now is that you can't go back before the vaccine to see
Want a break from the ads?
if it would still be the same, to where I wouldn't get sick at all. Yeah, we're up in northern Norway. We're on our way down to Amsterdam at the moment. Yeah, they pigeonholed us. That big pharma. That big pharma had to make their money. Even the doctors even suspect that it was either the vaccine or COVID one that caused my daughter to get diabetes. You have your tinfoil cap on under your hat? No. You're not going to change my mind about the vaccine. Not in my case.
I gotta follow.
I regret getting it for sure.
Mom, get the
Yeah, I do
camera.
too. Welcome in, Simon. Thank you very much for the follow. The one thing that I don't regret, the one thing I was really afraid and suspicious about getting was whenever I was in the Navy. And they come around and told us that they were going to be giving everybody an anthrax vaccine. And I was immediately like, whoa, wait a minute, what? Hello, I've never heard of any damn anthrax vaccine. And of course, you know, being in the military, you really have no choice. They're gonna do it whether they like it or not. And so, like everybody else, I obeyed orders and I got it. But after receiving that anthrax vaccine, I never got sick. Never. Like I went at least a good 10 years without even getting sick. Not a cold, a flu, or anything. So I was kind of like, I don't know what the hell y'all got in this thing, but ever since I got it, I haven't been sick at all. I don't know. In the States, it was mandated that if you work for an organization that receives Medicaid and Medicare from the government, all employees had to get it or be terminated. I worked for a large hospital system at the time. I think it was something similar over here. Like everybody that worked within like some sort of healthcare, they were like, "You guys got to get it as well," if I'm not mistaken. But here it wasn't. I don't know how. I think it was just they just classified it as if it was a healthcare
shit.
job.
Here we go again.
Where we at? We're at the border. Or what? These marker signs are sticking way out there.
Holy shit, that was fast.
Alright, you guys back now. Hey there, Tunis. Welcome in. Yeah, I don't know if you caught what I was said last, but they did something like that here as well. Like anybody that worked within like healthcare. So it was like hospitals, doctors' offices, dentists, even like stuff like rehab facilities, retirement homes, hospices, everybody. Hey there, Golden. Welcome in. Yeah, I made it today. Made it back this morning. I didn't actually stay up too awfully long after the stream last night. I actually went bed for my normal going to bed time on a Saturday night. I actually went and lay down kind of early last night for my part. Finished up the stream last night, had something to eat, and pretty much just went and laid down straight afterwards. Sound better than yesterday. We'll see how it goes as the stream goes on. If it gets any worse again from talking so much, but I didn't feel any worse this morning than I did last night, so. I'm headed to bed. It's almost 3 a.m. All right, Goofball, you take it easy. Take it easy. Appreciate you stopping in. It's good to hear from you. All right, man. I appreciate it. Give yourself some rest. Oh, shit. Might have to see if I can get... There should be a paint job to match this truck, I think. I could get a matching dry freighter trailer or something. I thought about it. I thought about waiting, but I figured, you know, I can always get it now, and then once the update releases, I can always like change it or upgrade it or whatever, however I want afterwards. I got Luna in front of me. Being tailed by a cop car. They think she's kind of sus. Oh, he's turning. They gave up. Maybe Luna is hiding something in his truck. Her truck. I don't know. It's definitely only hay we have in this square baler. Gotta go for breakfast. All right. Have a good breakfast. A Rocket League car and an aftermarket wheel. That's an early breakfast. Oh, it's almost 10 o'clock. That's late for breakfast. I only just ate before I sat down to start the stream. Early for you? You have brunch on Sundays? You have your breakfast for lunch? Oh, man.
Damn good coffee.
Only
And
coffee.
hot.
That's pretty much me these days as well. I'll get up and have a coffee and then off to work. And then as soon as I get to work, we'll have another coffee. But I pretty much only eat lunch and dinner. Wait, why am I still doing 70? Or 69? I don't think this sound fits this truck, though. I did see that there was somebody that has a custom paint job for this truck. So there's somebody that plays on the server that drives this regularly. Oh, it needs to sound as a Volvo. Well, they got the same engine sound on this that they have on the Volvo at the moment. But I think they were changing the sound on the Volvo though on the next update. Yeah. Sounds almost like a mod for a V8 sound. Hey there, Cookie, welcome in. It is, it is. It sounds awful though. It's not what a V8 actually sounds like. Only if it's an open pipe. That's the only two things I don't kind of like about Road Unity. Like this sound in particular. It would be better if there was a motor that you could pick that had this sound, whether instead of it overwriting the sound of all the motors. How's Cookie doing today? Doing all right? Oh, can we stop up here at this place? Well, even if it's optional, even if the sound is optional, if it's on the server, then you're not going to be able to turn it off anyways. Wow, they really put those fuel pumps right there for trucks to use? How do they expect a truck with a trailer to use those pumps? Maybe this pump would be okay if you drove in this way and drove out, but that other one looks kind of tight. Is he gonna let her rest? I think okay, maybe. I took a little nap this morning, so I just woke up. I'm gonna do it the lazy way. I think maybe I can stop over here somewhere. Looks like I can anyway. If not, then I'll have to reverse in. There we go. I thought maybe I was going to be coming down with something. I got a sore throat yesterday. Started getting a sore throat yesterday. And then like streaming and talking last night didn't make it any better. But it didn't feel any worse this morning, so I figured, well, I'll go ahead and stream today as well. Hold on a second. Let me change something right. All right. All right, good to go. Well, they disabled the mods because of that emergency update. Yeah, but even if a mod is optional, if it's in the server packages, you can't. It's no longer optional. You can't turn it on or off like you can. Like they'd have to remove it from the server packages completely, and then whoever wanted to use the optional mod would have to use it locally themselves on their own profile. I need to sleep where you are? Okay. Oh, it didn't let you sleep there. Okay. We're still kind of in the road, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm not a big fan of the sound myself, and it definitely doesn't fit the truck. But it is what it is. I gotta get with Zan, so I can get that paint job that he had made for the Magnum. And I guess whenever I drive the Magnum, it'll have to be either on single player or possibly on my server. Unless I just drive a pink Magnum as it is without the paint job on it. It would be able to do it that way, I guess. But I think by maybe by Saturday next, maybe not Saturday next week. At least by the end of February anyways, or midway through February. I should have the channel points redemption up and running. Bum, bum, bum. This one we get at least a little more mileage out of the fuel tank. Don't have to fuel up every time I stop to sleep. I guess it'll be a little while before I can buy another truck after this one, because now I need to buy, because the Stockholm garage is full, so now I need to buy a whole new garage. Or actually, let me see. How much money do I got left? I have enough for a garage already. 180,000. So actually, no, it won't be too bad. It won't be too bad. Since I already have the money for a garage. Oh. That guy wasn't paying attention. Now he's gonna get up there and ride her ass.
Want a break from the ads?
All right. How much damage did you get off of that? I got almost 2,000 points on Truckee Hardcore for that job we did last night. It would have been over 2,000 if I hadn't have been for the damage and the sleeping offenses. But I'm still almost like, I think I'm still like 8,000 points behind first place for Sweden. Oh shit. The guys, the two guys that are in like first and second for Sweden, they must be somebody that's home all day or is able to drive like all day, every day. Five trailers, 0 cargo. That's not too bad then. Once you start taking cargo damage, that's where the penalty, the money really starts piling up. That's where you really start losing money.
Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind?
Good morning, Stockholm. Welcome in, Zan. 27 months coming in with that resub. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. How are we doing? Look, that guy is on the inside lane for the roundabout, and he wanted to turn right. BMW drivers. All good, I think. I just woke up. Hey, waking up is always a good start. Waking up is a good start. Although, I feel like, though, like later in life, whenever it comes time to, you know, pass away and all that stuff, like, whenever it comes to that, I sort of hope I do, like, pass away in my sleep or something. I don't think I would want it to be, like, awake and fully aware and, like, all dramatic with people surrounding you. I think I would rather just go to sleep and not wake up. You know what I mean? So do you? I think it would be best. I think it has less of an effect on people as well if it's something that just happens.
Shit. Here we go again.
Like when you're not there. Cause like it was whenever my mother's father passed away, my grandfather. I was like there with him whenever at the moment whenever he did pass away. And I feel like, and that even though it was my grandfather, that like affected me almost as much as my mom did. But my mom, I was over here. I didn't make it back into the States in time, which I'm kind of glad for too, because well, at first I was beating myself up about it for missing not being there. But then after being at my grandfather's side and experiencing when somebody actually does pass away, I kind of changed my mind. Like then I was like, okay, I'm actually kind of glad I wasn't there at the moment, because I felt like it would have been
That was fast.
much harder to deal with. Damn, I need to pause the head tracking. Can't see where I'm going whenever I try to talk or drink coffee. That's not a good idea. Zan, you have that paint job as an SCS file, right? Dun, dun, dun. God, it's February 1st today. February. See, this says we still got another 2 hours. I don't know if I'm going to have time to make it to the next city today, actually. Ancona. We'll see. Visa, welcome in. Oh, shoot. I think there's some sounds from the Scania truck mod that's overriding the air brakes as well. Because these modern day trucks brakes don't sound the ways that this one does. And it's like, it's been the same on every truck I've driven so far. It's been that old school, like the old school sounding type of brakes. So I think it's that Scania, what is it, the 143 or something? 113? I don't know what it's called. Yeah, I think it's that truck that's causing the air brakes for all the other trucks to sound the same. Because yours has that old school sound too, right? Whenever you use the brakes. Hey, Ghostly. Welcome in. Who's this handsome bearded trucker I see? Oh, this is Nightmare, the man who slay the road. Welcome in. How we doing, Ghostly? You doing all right? Upright and breathing. Had to take some time offline for a brain day and stuff. I don't blame you. Don't blame you. I need those. That's one reason why I ended up having to take that, no, not the retarder. I think one reason why I ended up taking that like 8-month break is because it was just, It was time, I guess. It felt like I was really burnt out. No, it's like whenever you use the brakes and you have that air release sound. That sound that this truck just made. That like it's the air release in the brakes. I think that sound is from the 113H mod. Because the modern day brakes don't sound like that. Hey, Zabagad, welcome in. I was hoping for a calm morning, but as we are pushing towards our own company, I need to start working on the paperwork. Try to also understand what is required for paperwork for the bank. Oh, okay, got you. Yeah, a lot of old buses had that same sound as well, but it's from the 113H mod. It's overriding the brake sound for all the trucks. But like old school trucks sounded like that too back in the day. So I need to hop onto that instead of chilling about. Yeah, no worries, man. Nightmare's doing all right so far. Started getting a sore throat yesterday, but it didn't get any worse today, so that's good. Yeah, everybody's got life to take care of, Zan, don't worry. Totally understandable. I will. We're just chilling over here. If you're hearing the same sound as me, that's not the default one. Oh, you're not? I also installed that Marvel game, but didn't even understand how to get into a match. Oh no. You'll have to hit me up whenever if you decide to want to try it out. Even if it's just get into the game and like go to the practice range or whatnot. All right. I got it to have a game to play together. Okay. It's basically the same principle as just like Fortnite. Free to play, and then if you want to to buy into all the skins and the battle pass or whatnot, then you can. It's optional. Otherwise, you know, just play for free and have fun. Yeah, go take care of your business. We'll catch you later. Appreciate you stopping in. Oh, we need to stop and rest soon. Let's see, do we got any? Oh, we got a place right up here. Perfect. Need to stop at the next spot up here and rest. I'm gonna go to another profile and test something out with that truck, actually. I think once we get done with this. I don't think I'll have time to do Ancona today. Okay. Oh, all right. That guy's just gonna wait on her instead of using the other pump. Yeah, you hear that? That sound there. I think those are coming from the 113. I wonder if it's because you're driving a Scania though. Or it's only overriding certain trucks. Good morning, Gan. Yeah, I actually fixed it this morning before the stream. So that way we could just get straight onto the road and drive. No, it's the air brakes. It's the sound that like the old school trucks and buses air brakes used to make.
Multi-streaming from beamstream.gg.
I'm just wondering if it might be because you're in a Scania and the mod is a Scania. I don't know. I'm just using the Evolution paint job, pretty much. That's about it. Nothing special, really. I'm gonna test it and see. I'm not sure why the air brake sound would be coming from the engine mod, but you never know. I think I might have it on my server profile. So I can test it there. I can test another truck with the 113H in the mods and then test it without the mod. Because I know I had an issue with one of those modded trucks before. I don't remember if it was the 113. I know it was one of the modded trucks that the sounds from the modded truck overrode everything. And I didn't like it, so I ended up taking it out. But I can't remember which one it was, because there's a lot of Steam Workshop trucks available.
Want a break from the ads?
If it is the engine mod, then that's another reason why I don't like this mod. Because then that means the brakes of this truck don't sound like they're supposed to. You're still gonna hear an air release, but it's not that like old school squeaking type sound that you're hearing now. No, the engine sound is a mod, definitely. But I'm talking about the air release for the brakes. Yeah, I don't like the sound of the truck either. It doesn't fit the truck. But it's a mod that's on the server. Sounds more like a racing car, yeah. Yeah. Oh, there's people that like to have the truck sounding like this. So they've had it in the server. I do know that they have the same sound for the Volvos. And there's a few people that drive the Volvos on the server, and all of them say that they don't like the sound, so I think they are going to be removing it from the Volvo anyways. I'm more of a I like to have a deeper bass type rumble instead. Not so much the low, not the ones that have like the big camshaft, but like if you was to just take this sound here and like tone it down to where instead of hearing the clapping sound, you would hear more like a woo, bassy type sound. But not the damn lope type engines though. I don't like that too much either. Oh no, it's that American suite again. Welcome in, Hankin. How's it going? Still can't believe we got almost 2,000 kilometers to go. Watch out for that guardrail. Yeah. I don't like those ones that are the wires like that.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
All right. Oh, eek. Ain't no way you'd be getting me going down that hill on skis, though. That's for sure. I'd be flying over the top of that gas station.
Holy shit, that was fast.
Welcome back from the ads. Yeah, between Stockholm and Norrtälje, they have the 2-1 highway like that with these damn wired dividers in the middle. And never do you ever see them like completely fixed. You always see at least a few spots where somebody's run them over in the middle. I got to see one guy do it live one time. Because I used to live up close to Norrtälje, like between Stockholm and Norrtälje on that road. And I just had jumped on the freeway, and I see this guy coming in the opposite direction. He hit the wires, swerved back over, went off in the grass, overcorrected again, swerved back over into the wires, and then didn't try to drive off of them. So he ended up started spinning around instead eventually. So he's like, bam, hit the wires, over onto the grass, come back across, hit the wires again, and then just started spinning around and then off in the ditch. I was like, damn, son. He was okay. I did stop, and there was a couple of cars behind him that stopped as well, but he was okay. Too bad you drive a baguette truck. I just bought it today. I've been driving all kinds of trucks. Well, see, that's the thing, though. Like, there's actually been accidents where people have hit the wires and still managed to get over into the opposite side. Because those metal things that hold them up, they're not very strong. Like, cars just fold them over easily. Hey there, Hubile, welcome in. Doing good, doing good. How about yourself? Safe travels out there, driver. Welcome in, Drum. I'd rather have like a concrete barrier or something. Because those you're not going to get. Unless you just completely jump the thing, you're not getting over to the other side of oncoming traffic. Dimitrov, welcome in. Uberlet's doing good. Good, good, good. Drum, you still out there burning up the roads? Drom's been putting in some serious mileage on ATS lately. Hmm. Feels like we're going so slow. Thank you very much for the follow, Dimitra. I appreciate it. Elvin's driving and can't ride himself. He asks, which graphics mod are you using in ETS? I don't use a mod. And if there's one in the Unity server, I wouldn't think so. I could ask the guys at Unity and see if they have anything in here, but I don't use a graphics mod. A lot of people ask, actually. Even well, people actually even ask whenever I'm not on the Road Unity server too. So I don't think they're running any graphics mods, but I'll find out. Yeah, I get that a lot. I wouldn't know offhand what my graphic settings are. I would have to look. But I'm pretty sure I would say I think everything that can be on ultra is set to ultra. And then everything that, because not everything, like some settings only go to high and some settings only go to ultra, or some settings go to ultra and then some other settings only go to high. But I think everything is turned up. And with the mirrors, maybe the mirrors is the only exception, if I remember correctly. And I think the scaling, I'm not even sure what the scaling is on. I don't think I run the scaling of full out though.
Join us on the Road Unity server. One passion, one road.
I'll have to look and see what my settings are. I feel like they've actually done that way station as it is IRL. I think I've only ever had to stop in there twice so far. It's kind of like the way it is here in Sweden. They don't ever run way stations. It had been interesting if they call you two out for weighing with that trailer. I mean, ATS, you get called in and for everything, basically. This one is only 10 tons. Yeah, 10 tons. I've been called into it before with a lowboy extended. I think it was a lowboy extended, and I had troubles getting out of it. I was going the other direction, and I had troubles getting out of there trying to go back up towards the north. I had to turn right. Because the back of the trailer was steering out and getting caught on stuff. Come on, bus. You got it. You got this. Come on. Floor it. You guys can do 100. I can't. Oh, your lane's ending here. Come on now, man. Oh, you bastard. Had to reverse and get out at a low angle. Yeah. I feel like it's kind of unfair that they let the buses do 100 here and the trucks can only do 80 or 90. I mean, because like truck cargo is insured. Well, I guess. Well, I'm hoping people are insured too, but a bus full of people is more precious cargo than anything that we haul on a truck. But yeah, they can do 100 instead. Bus is lighter and can brake better. I mean, possibly so, but I'm thinking more like from a. Well, I mean, even if you crash at 80, it's still going to possibly cause a lot of damage, but I'm thinking more, you know, along the lines of getting into an accident. You know? Because, like, if a truck gets into an accident, like, the truck's cargo is always insured. And it's material. But like whenever you're talking about a bus, You know, you're talking about people, life. Well, I don't mean that trucks should be able to do 100 as well. I feel like buses should also be restricted to like 80 or 90. Some places almost feel like all traffic should be restricted to at least 90. Because like whenever you got trucks, if you take your hazmat or fuel for an example, you got a fuel truck on the freeway doing 80 and the speed limit for the rest of traffic is 100, 110, 120. That I feel like that poses more of a danger than actually having the truck restricted to 80. Because then you got a bunch of people in cars that drive like assholes and don't have any patience. And the only thing they see is a big truck in the way whenever they're trying to do. I mean, like most people here, they'll drive like 10 over the speed limit. So if it's 100, most people are doing 110. And trying to drive around trucks that are doing 80. I feel like that's more of a danger than letting the truck drive 100. Because you'll see like people will run right up on your ass in a truck, and then they'll cut off people in the left lane to try to get around and almost cause accidents.
Welcome, Raiders. Choose your
But,
fate.
you know, that's the way it is.
Watch
I don't
the
make the
show.
laws here.
Or watch the show.
Mini Blazes, welcome in. Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. How we doing today? How was the stream? What was we getting up to? We'll find out in a minute. As soon as the bot tells us.
These nuts.
Truck and Rick, welcome in.
Got him! Got him!
Just chatting.
Out of my face, you sons of bitches, where you're coming from, I don't fucking know, and it's starting to piss me off. Fuck.
Oh,
Where are
man.
y'all coming from?
Somebody wasn't happy. What happened there? Were you getting like bots or something? We need to hear the story behind that one. You guys go do me a favor. Go check out Mini Blazes. Doing some just chatting today. What are you guys chatting about over there? And what's the backstory on that clip? Somebody was mad. Hello, hello, great stream, thanks. My day's going pretty good. Going pretty good. Must be really late over there for you guys. Well, late. Late and late. Real early in the morning by now, probably. 5 a.m., yeah. I need to go to bed. I was about to say. Have you been to bed yet, or are you just getting up to get you started? Dang, Rick. Have you been up all night? I hope the stream went well. I appreciate you bringing the community over. Much appreciated. We're just cruising around in ETS, just hanging out. I feel you. I do that sometimes as well. I'll be like, I need to get to bed early tonight, and then I'll go lay down, and I'll start looking at YouTube, TikTok, and next thing I know, I've been laying there for 2 hours, and I'm like, shit. I'm hardly going to get any sleep for work tomorrow. No worries, Blazes. I understand. Totally understand. Oh wait, I got my head tracking paused, I think. Yeah. Much appreciated for the raid, and if you need to raid and run and head to bed, then well, I guess both you and Rick have a good night. Try to get some rest. I was playing marbles in the chat, then I went and hung out with Blazes. Okay. And then you realize it's almost time to go to work. You gotta work today. Oh, okay, nice. Well, at least you got that on your side. I have a tendency of staying up too late on the weekdays when I do gotta work. It even got so bad to where, like with this job I'm at now, it got so bad to where I was actually looking at like how much we had to do the day after, so that I could determine like how much could I actually sleep at work the next day. And I would plan that out and determine like on how much later I could stay up at night. That's how bad it got. I was like, we only got like half a day's worth of work. I think I can get maybe like 2 or 3 hours of sleep in at work, so I can stay up until this time or that time. So I would get very little sleep, get up in the morning, dog tired, you know, and work until lunch, and then after lunch I would get a nap in. And still be tired the rest of the day. It wasn't a good schedule to be on. That's funny, like me planning on stopping to take a nap, yeah. Like I can stay up this much later tonight, you know. I can make up for it so much time tomorrow. It's a bad habit. It's a very, very bad habit to have. I'm gonna need to stop at the next place for rest. Not a good habit to get into. I even did that, like, even whenever there was one driving job that I had where I could even still, like, do the same thing because, there was days where when I drove south of Stockholm to another city called Nyköping, I was usually always done with the deliveries there before lunch. And I had a dedicated pickup at, I think it was at 3 or 3:30 in the afternoon. So I would have all my deliveries done before lunch. So I would just go to the truck parking that was across the street from my last pickup for the day. And just stand there. Well, just park there and wait until it was time to pick up. And depending on whenever I got done with my deliveries, I could crawl up in the bed in the truck and sleep, you know, for up to 3 hours. So it was like even whenever I was driving, sometimes I would do it like, oh, you know, I'm driving the niche shopping today, so I'll be able to get in a few hours of sleep after lunch. See if they're gonna let us sleep here. What? Did they let you rest, Luna?
Follows are free and watch to help ESB.
I miss being able to stream it. I don't miss the job, though. I'll tell you that. Oh, no, they didn't let her rest. She had to unhook her trailer. Okay, so it's not just me. I'm just gonna drive around the wrong way. I'm on a server called Road Unity. I know you play ATS. Are you familiar with the left lane server? Oh yeah, I don't like. Oh, well, this is set up the same way. Like they have a bunch of different mods they've packed into larger packs. So that you don't have to go and like subscribe to a bunch of individual workshop mods or download from a bunch of individual links. I don't like any of the mods. Well, you don't have to use them. Like, you can still run on the server, but just use, like, the default stuff.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
To be honest, it is easier that way. Get a lot less conflicts and stuff. But I don't know. I can run both vanilla or modded. For me it doesn't matter. But there are some mods that there are some mods that are kind of like, man, I don't know, it's kind of hard to do without this mod, but Hey there, Corolla. Good morning. Yeah, there is like some background music. I don't know how. I need to listen to one of the streams and see how loud it is. Thank you very much for the alert, Corolla. I appreciate it. I do mods offline. I'm not downloading anything. I'm not doing anything that has to do with mods when I do Convoy. Understandable. I don't use a lot of mods myself.
Holy shit,
to be honest.
fast.
Like if you look at most of my trucks that I have on this server or even on the left lane server, I don't hardly use any of the mods that are available myself. But I still like the left lane server a lot because it's populated. There's people doing stuff there. I'm kind of hoping this one will end up being the same way. Like have some regular population so that there's always somebody online to drive. Because like I don't know, I like what SES did with Convoy and everything, but I kind of feel like Convoy is actually like splitting up people more than it is actually bringing people together to drive, because everybody wants to have their own server and their own mods, and so everybody's like splitting up into their own little groups and stuff instead of like on TMP, where TMP everybody's like all on one server. I got in and tried it, and the map in the east is all messed up, really buggy, got stuck in a wall, and I tried a trailer mod they had in there, but it did not drive right. I don't use their map mods on the left lane. I don't think I've ever used any of the modded trailers on there either. So I was out. Gotcha. Gotcha. But yeah, I'm usually on there whenever I do ATS, but you know, like I said, if there's something I don't like, then I don't use it. I guess the one thing that I really don't like about left lane that you're forced not to use, but you're forced to look at, is the billboards. I know they've done billboards for like some of the VTCs that drive on the server. But I don't know. Some of those billboards just look awful. The server you're on, an admin from the server came into my chat trying to get me on it, promoting it when I was streaming, so I did not like that. I got you. Actually, the probably the same guy. They did the same to me, but I mean, I don't mind too much. They came in and I'm pretty sure it's probably the same person, but he came in and chatted about it. Didn't really push the issue. Just like, yeah, try it out sometime if you got the time or if you feel like it, basically. I was like, yeah, sure. I mean, I'll have a look. That's the same way that I found out about Beam. One of the developers came into the stream and started talking about it and pretty much promoting it and wanting me to try it. And you know, I mean, at the time I was using Track IR, head tracking already. So, Christo, thank you very much for the heart me. Welcome in. Thank you very much for the likes as well. Appreciate it. How's Christo doing today? I get a lot of them people come in and try to get me to buy graphics and logs in my chat. Oh, yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah. A lot of like the graphics designers and stuff is like completely different. I was just like, no, get out. Straight to jail. Do not pass go. Thank you very much for the lurk, Thunderheart. I appreciate it. Get it, man. You're doing good. Good. Yeah, all good here. All good here. Just cruising, putting the miles in. We just went through Stockholm not too long ago. We just made it to Jönköping. We're on our way to Amsterdam. Came all the way up from, we was up in Alta, up in northern Norway. How much have we covered? We've covered, we've already covered 1,800 kilometers. Still got 1,100 to go. I got truckandrig.com. Oh, really? Links are okay, Truck and Rig. Don't worry about it. Links are alright. Do you just have the domain, or have you actually created a web page for it? I have not set it up yet. Okay. What do you think you'll do with it? Just have it like as a channel promotion page and maybe merch and stuff, or what? Yeah, we're gonna have a few long drives here, Christo, because we're doing, well, I'm doing. People are just driving along, but I'm currently trying to do some sort of like a, I don't know, I guess sort of a challenge. So we'll drive every city in ETS2 from A to Z in alphabetical order. Well, in this case, A to O. So there's going to be quite a few long drives in there, going back and forth across Europe. You like the Truckee ATS server? They have one for ETS as well. Yeah, yeah. It's set up just like the ATS one. So, and optional mods are turned on. So if there is a mod that you want to use that's optional, you can still use it if you want to. So like if there's an engine mod, so like say if you want to use an engine mod, or an optional paint job, stuff like that. You could even use a truck and a trailer, but I don't recommend using like an optional truck because that's going to show up as a transparent green box for everybody else. My head is about to explode. I'm messing with my profile and it's going so badly. The new panel pictures are blurry. Oh no, tearing my hair out. Don't stress about it so much. Cookie. What are you using for the pictures? Like what program are you using for the pictures? I got a few people in chat that are getting on ATS. Oh, that's cool. Dalmeister will be happy to see people using the server too. I'm actually surprised he still has them running. Canva Pro. Okay. Oh, I use the same thing actually. Welcome in, Snake. How we doing? Get up and take a breather. Yeah. It's set up just the same as the ATS and the ETS servers are set up exactly the same. So I could even jump on there. Like if you're on ETS and want to go for a drive or something, I could jump on there as well. I don't like convoy with traffic on. It makes people lag. I guess TMP would be your option then. Practically me, Devil, and Warrior are the same with you. There's a weird spot between trucks where cars are loading in and it makes lag. Are you guys driving very close to each other, or is there like some distance? If you're close, it's okay. Far, it's okay. But a sweet spot that will make you lag. Yeah. Because that's what I was about to. That's what I was wondering. Because the way it works is it's like it's about a 750 meter radius around you.
Oh my God!
Where
Talk about turning a negative into a positive!
Gabber, welcome in. So anywhere within that radius, you're spawning in your AI traffic, right? And then somebody that's, say, 1,000 meters away from you, they're spawning in their own traffic, right? So what happens is whenever you guys get close enough to where, like, if you picture it like, say, like 2 circles, like take 2 paper circles, and like whenever you get close enough to each other to where those edges start overlapping each other, that's usually what causes the lag in the desync. Is if you stay like right on that outer edge of where each other's traffic spawns at. Tristan, welcome in. How we doing? What's up? We're just putting in a little miles, I know why it does it. We just keep getting in that sweet spot. Oh, gotcha. The other people don't understand it and keep falling behind. Well, I mean, I don't expect everybody to run bumper to bumper either. I know a lot of people are that way. Like, a lot of people want to run, whenever they run a convoy, they want to run bumper to bumper. But for me, it doesn't matter if we get, you know, spread out or whatever. Yeah, I expected a tow hitch on your trailer so I could connect. Sometimes it's actually annoying whenever people try to run bumper to bumper because it's easier to hit each other, but 65, it's okay to be spread out, but don't stay in the sweet spot. Yeah. But I don't know. That'll be kind of hard to avoid though. The more people you have driving with you. Most of the time I'm in front or at the end, so I'm always in a good spot. That's why no traffic. I can't do without traffic. I've turned it off and drove before without it, but it's not something I'm gonna do all the time. I try to stay in the back, but they want me out front. No, the streamer's got to go in the back. The streamer's got to be in the back to catch all the content when people crash. Yeah, I also have traffic off, although I do miss it, especially when I'm alone. Just destroys my FPS. That's what I said. Well, you tell them that Nightmare also said so. Gabber too, right? Yeah, sure. Yeah, we have to have, like, because since I like doing trucky hardcore simulation, one of the requirements is to have AI traffic turned on. I got a farm sim server. I need some help cutting down the forest. Gabber's your guy. I mean, to be fair, what's being in the back gives content if one crashes. Although you haven't played farm sim in a bit either, have you, Gabber? That's why I want to be in the back. Exactly. Not since Paul introduced me to Star Rupture. God damn it, Paul. He was in here earlier. Well, earlier. He was in here like way back at the beginning of the stream. Don't blame me, mister. Yeah, I'm blaming you. Oh, is Luna stuck? Too late. Talk to a Luna a little bit. Paul's mad at me now because I don't like the COVID vaccine. Good thing the width marker doesn't have a hitbox, I know.
Want a break from the ads?
Let's get up to the top of this bridge and we'll... Oh no, she's on the move. The new COVID vaccine gave me a knot in my arm for a month now. Damn. So there's a new vaccine. Did not use the old and definitely not going to use the new one if one comes. Me either. Maybe she chose the sensible option and went through the oversized cargo lane. I think first she went to one of the gates that's locked. Or that you can't drive through. Like I did last night. Yeah, I was talking about, we got to talking about the COVID and COVID vaccine earlier. So Paul thinks I'm one of those tinfoil hat people now. So Gabber, you got a tinfoil hat too, don't you? Yep, a whole roll of it.
A few moments later.
We gotta give him trouble for it. I have never took the COVID vaccine. It's complete bullshit if you need to take multiple shots. Okay, I'm going to bed. Yeah. Get some rest, Rick. Even if you got the day off. Even if you got the day off, you still got to get rested up and get ready for the next week. Have a good night, brother. Hope to get some sleep. Yeah, take it easy, Rick. Gabber is worse than you. I'm not going to bother with him. Not going to bother with him either. Welcome in, Sob. How's it going? Yeah, like, because we were talking about it earlier, and, well, let's see, we were talking about it earlier, and I was talking about how, got 99, got to 99. Thanks, probably to do some farm sim on stream today. Okay, nice, nice. Because, like, from my experience, like, the whole family got sick, right? I mean, everybody, except for me. Twice. So, the first time that we had COVID in the house, everybody got sick except for me. Second time we had COVID in the house, everybody got sick except for me. Well, I had a runny nose like the second time, and that was it. I don't even know if it was even COVID or what it was, but... And then I finally got the shot, right? Wait, where's she going? Can she go through there? Right. I don't know. She's going... I don't know why they had to change these for her. So anyways, first time I didn't get sick, family got sick. Second time, I had a runny nose for like 2 or 3 days. Everybody else in the family got sick. I got the vaccine. I got COVID. It was bad. I got COVID the second time. It was worse than the first time. I got COVID a third time, and I felt like I was gonna die. So, how did I manage to not catch COVID those first 2 times before the vaccine? And then after the vaccine, I ended up getting COVID 3 times. You mean those excuses not to visit me? I'm sitting here literally saying that I've had COVID 3 different times now. And that one time was when I was actually in Finland visiting Zan. Both me and Zan got sick. You're still welcome. I never get sick by COVID and I'm just fine. And you've not had the vaccine.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
No vaccine, no COVID. I'm gonna keep it that way. See, Paul? Proving my point here. DJ Saab doesn't have the vaccine, never got COVID. Gabber, no vaccine, no COVID. Me, no vaccine, no COVID twice. Get the vaccine, COVID 3 times. So tell me that's coincidence. Tell me that's coincidence, Paul. Wifey, no vaccine, no COVID. My in-law parents vaccinated, COVID. He never leaves the house. Who is going to get? He does leave. Yeah, I mean, if you already have really good immune system, they just want to destroy it so they can make more money of sick people. Exactly. That's exactly the way I feel. So, yeah. His wife goes to work daily. I mean, Gabbard goes out as well. I mean, plus I do go to the stores, etc. Yeah, it's not like he's just being a complete hermit, but
Holy shit!
it only takes that one time to go out and you're exposed. Especially if you're going to the shop, you know, you're gonna take a shopping buggy. The handle, you know, how many people have been handling the handles of the shopping buggy, or you know, money. If people are still actually using money, I don't know who still uses money, but walking by people in the store, standing in line at the register. I go out with a lot of people. I'm like, people can do what they want. Yeah, sure. I mean, if they believe in the vaccine, go for it. If not, don't. Just like faith, some believe, some don't. Yeah. But I've just, like in my instance, I've seen, and you're basically just proving my point by telling me that you guys, no vaccine, no COVID. In-laws got vaccinated, got COVID. Every year when I visit the relatives, on my second day of Christmas, I get sick. About a week later, different place, different viruses. Yeah. And the same with Sop. Sop said he doesn't have the shot, and he's never gotten sick with COVID. Like this US guy won't go through a scanner because it will turn him gay.
A gaming community
now that's just craziness right
to
there.
help children and their families who are struggling financially for various reasons.
that is like that is tinfoil hat behavior right there. Oh my god. Gay scanner. Keep that thing away from me. Oh my god. No, that's the type of person that's wearing the tinfoil hat. Thank you, Gabber. Is your computer able to run the game now, or what? Have you got it all sorted out? I've been running, just no AI. Yeah, but I mean like new, right now, like the past few days. You came in the other day and said that you thought your computer was dying. But that's all sorted now. I know you said you got rid of like a USB hub, but I don't think we ever talked about running games or anything, or streaming. You don't have to be streaming to drive together, but at least be able to run games. It is what it is doing, and I don't have no solution. The PC is a problem, permanent damage, but I can't replace it either, so. Gotta get it. Got audio again, which is important. Okay, but like the thing is like, are you also, like, you're able to run and play the game as you were before, right? I was also against the vaccine, but a vaccine is not supposed to prevent you from getting COVID. A vaccine only prevents you from getting... Yeah, we understand that, Cookie. Many people think that you should not get sick at all. No, no, no. No, I'm not one of those idiots that think you don't get sick at all, but I know the vaccine is there to help prevent you from, like, you possibly getting, like, severely ill. My country didn't even get the vaccine. But the thing is like, what we're talking about is, like, there's 3 of us in the chat now. Without the vaccine, we didn't even get COVID. Right? Whenever we were exposed to other people that had COVID, or at least I was exposed to other people that had COVID, I didn't get sick. They had the vaccine, I didn't. They got sick, I didn't. That happened twice. And then after I got the vaccine, I got sick 3 times. And it was bad. It didn't, I don't think it helped. Like, the first time I got sick, it was like a really bad flu. The second time I got sick, it was worse than the first time. And then the third time I got sick with COVID, I felt like I was going to die. Is there anyone who had COVID without being vaccinated, is what I wonder. I'm sure there probably is. I'm sure there probably is. I mean, anybody can get sick without a vaccine as well, but it would still be interested to see, like, how many people actually contracted COVID without a vaccine versus with. And the specialist also is under the suspicion that it was either COVID or the vaccine that caused my daughter's diabetes as well. But we don't know for sure. Hey there, Bob. How's it going? Going good? Nice. Good to hear. I don't go around telling people, oh yeah, my daughter got diabetes because of COVID or the vaccine, but she got it during COVID and after having the vaccine. So that was a suspicion that was raised by the physicians themselves, not us. Is that it was possibly because of either COVID or the vaccine. You know, most people in a chat are more likely to agree with the streamer. Oh. He's not going to give up, is he, Gabber? 1 + 1 = 2. Yeah, exactly. I mean, listen, Paul. Plain and simple. Yeah, like plain and simple math. Plain and simple math, right? 4 people. 3 people with a vaccine. 1 person without the vaccine. How many get sick? 3 - 1. 3 people. Times that by 2. Right? Paul has a point. He will defend it simple. Yeah, but like, I only get sick once a year, and often end of the year, mostly the start of the winter, but the rest of the year I don't get sick. Christmas holidays, right? Saab? Everybody's gathered together for the Christmas holidays. That's when you get sick. It's quite the coincidence for sure. It's not a coincidence. It's a common phenomenon in live streaming that a large portion of the chat agrees with the streamer on a topic, often creating a chamber effect. Oh my god. So you're saying because we got 3 people in chat right now that have experienced, listen, Paul, have experienced themselves, like real life experience. They're just simply agreeing with me. Rip that idea. And here I thought Twitch chat is ever contrarian. I don't know how many's in here right now, and we got 3 people that from experience is saying the same thing. So you're gonna say that a large portion of the chat is agreeing with me? A large portion of the chat is not even chatting. Okay, so out of 32 people, we got 3 people from experience that has experienced the same thing. I'm glad Paul knows me better than this, so he knows I ain't agreeing with you. I'll agree that you talk too much. So 3 people out of 32 is a large portion, chat. I think Paul's trying to collect water with a net. I didn't get one, so I can't count. No, that's what we're talking about, Luna. You didn't get a shot. You didn't get a vaccine, but did you get sick? You just entered. So, okay, 4 people then. 4 people, no vaccine, no COVID. Large portion indeed, not even 10%. Welcome to the game. So are these other 3 people just agreeing with me and making up this story about them not getting a COVID vaccine and not getting sick? Is that what it is? Hey there, Turbo. I did get the vaccine and didn't get bad COVID after. Or before. 4 versus 1. Are the majority of people chatting? No. That's what I'm saying. You're saying a large portion. There goes that new truck. COVID makes crashes. Stop talking. New truck disease. Has to be crashed. Yeah. Why did he break? No idea, Luna. He didn't even take you for breakfast. How's Turbo doing today? Hey there, Pixel. I had COVID before the vaccine. Put me in bed for a week. Then got after the vaccine, and it was more like just having a cold. Blame chat. Or for me, it was the opposite. I didn't get sick before the vaccine, and then I got really bad sick after the vaccine. Some rich people are going to try to make us sick or die natural. Fall from a window on a 3rd floor because we don't get sick of COVID. Maybe. Yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good. We're just giving Paul a hard time. you know, because it's all a coincidence, and me and Gabber are wearing 10 full hats, and 4 people is the majority of chat. He's gonna hate me for a while after today, probably, but he'll get over it. I mean, I did hear a story and zero idea if it's true, but the story said that smoking weed helps to keep it away. Well, I mean, you know, Willie Nelson didn't exactly kick the bucket, so I mean, he's still alive and kicking, isn't he? Or has he finally died? I got sick after the vaccine, but it felt just like the regular flu. It's all like it's all person individual based. At the end of the day. Oh yeah, well yeah, the vaccine is supposed to make you sick a little bit. One day I will meet him, Paul, and we'll kick his ass for you. Oh, you're siding with Paul now all of a sudden. See how it is. I might just get COVID for a 4th time. I've always been sides with Paul. I'll get COVID again because I've had the vaccine. I just don't agree with him when I don't. Simple. Oi, oi, oi. Bye, Luna. The next time we go through here, I'll have to go through the left side. Just get everything filled in. Oh yeah, hit your brakes, dumbass. Oh, and then he merges into me as well on top of that. After I move over. Favorite detour was in that tunnel. Chopper in one lane, just went through the other lane. Yeah. Be right back. But like I said earlier, I definitely wouldn't mind having another anthrax vaccine that we got, like we got in the Navy. That one I was really like skeptical about. Did not want to get at all, but being in the military, all you can do is follow orders basically, but like I said earlier, after I got the anthrax vaccine in the Navy, I didn't get sick at all for like 10 years afterwards. I was just like, it had to be that. There was nothing else that I've had since. I was just like, damn, give me another one of those things. My entire country didn't get the vaccine, so I don't know if I should count. Well, I mean, like, what we're looking at is, like, how COVID affected you before the vaccine or after the vaccine, or with the vaccine or without the vaccine. Like, was there a huge, like, death toll in your country? Or, like, you know, thousands or millions of people coming down with COVID? But if the country as a whole didn't have the vaccine and there wasn't like a large illness rate, a large fatality rate, then that says something. Because, like, I know Sweden was being criticized a lot by other countries because we never really had like a full lockdown like a lot of countries had. There were some, but from what I heard, those people had other stuff too. It was like here, they were just like, they were adamant about like social distancing, wearing masks, you know, hygiene. Where like some countries are just like total lockdown. We're shutting everything down. Stay at home. And you know, there was still hundreds of thousands of people dying. Yeah, everyone was mad about Sweden doing much different when other countries do that. Well, it's very, yeah. But like we had fatalities here in Sweden because of COVID. But then again, you know, we're talking about people that already had underlying conditions or elderly for the most part. Also, from what I understand. I think I'm sure there probably was some fatalities, you know, of like more healthy people, but like that's just very rare cases. Hey there, Moggs. Welcome in. Most of the Swedes already don't stay close to each other. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely true. Social distancing is like it's a part of the culture here. It's nothing that needs to be practiced. Me coming from the States, you know, we could talk to complete strangers for hours. Like, especially where I grew up in the States, like out in the country. Like you couldn't just say that you were going to run to the store to get a gallon of milk and you'd be back in 10 minutes because you never knew if you're going to run into a stranger and decide to spark up a conversation and stand in the store and talk for 2 hours. Wait for a bus station. It can be a long line with wide space, each one. Yeah. But like here, you know, I come over here and I say hello to my neighbors that live on the same floor as me, and I don't even get a response. You know? I'm like, okay. Hey there, Golden. Welcome back. We were just talking about a little bit about like COVID and social distancing and how Swedes generally don't converse or socialize with strangers in public. Like it, Sob, the very first time I came over here, we were in a store. I think it was an ICA. We was standing in line to pay for our groceries, and I think there was like 3 people in front of us, and then like 4 or 5 people behind us. And this like really old lady comes by. She's got one of these little, the little baskets that you could pull around behind you on the wheels. She just comes trotting by the whole line and butts her way like in front of the person in front of us. And I'm standing there and I'm looking, and I'm like, I'm looking at the person in front of us, I'm looking at the people behind us, and everybody's just standing there watching this old lady not saying a word. And I'm like, what the hell is going on here? So I say something. I'm like, hey, you know, I didn't know Swedish, but I was like, hey, would you know, you don't see that there's a whole line here. You're just cutting in front of, and then my partner at the time, she's just like pulling on my shirt, be like, shh, 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 get back over here. Don't say anything. I'm like, the hell I'm not. She just cut by everybody. I don't care how old she is. I found that to be like completely like foreign, and it said that like as a foreigner, that like sort of gives me the idea like, oh, I can just, you know, I just go somewhere and be an asshole and cut lines and do whatever I please, and nobody's gonna say anything about it. Eventually, the person in front of us was just like, oh, it's fine, it's okay. I'm like, well, fuck, it's not okay with me, even if she is an old lady. She could have at least asked. I mean, do that here and you'll get told. Yeah. Cut a line is a crime. I don't care how old she is. Oh, so in Sweden you let a older go first in lines, or? No, it's just that people here are afraid to say anything. For the most part. I mean, there are people that will say something, but for the most part, like if somebody is like being an ass, or, you know, cutting a line or doing something they're not supposed to be doing, and like most people around here will just let it go and don't say too much. They'd be like, oh, that's his business, not my business. I'll just keep going about my way, let them do their thing type of attitude here. But like, as far as like, as simply as doing something as simple as like just going up to a stranger and saying hello, a lot of them will look at you weird and like sort of back away. Be like, okay, who are you? Why are you talking to me? Go away.
Holy shit, that was fast.
I have a boyfriend, yeah. Okay, and I got a woman, you know, I'm just saying hello. I've seen some, can't remember if it's TikTok or if it's YouTube shorts. I've seen some of those like short videos. Like where this guy will walk up, he's walking behind a girl, but he's acting like he's on the telephone. He says hello. Like right behind the girl, and the girl just like instantly like turns around and slaps him, says I have a boyfriend, or has a coffee or whatever, turns around and tosses their coffee on him and says, I got a boyfriend. I got a boyfriend. Like, jeez. Calm down. I bet some of those are staged, though. Car. I think it's safe to say we're in the Netherlands. Yeah, we've been in the Netherlands for a while. Got canals and windmills. Flatter than a pancake. Oh my god. I need to look and see when this PC giveaway is going to end. I'm a pancake. I'm a pancake. I'm a pancake. Wait, what? PC, yeah, over on Beam Stream. I mean, if Beam Stream keep their shit together, that's going to be the place to be. I talked about it a little bit earlier. The first thing that came to my mind was when you said pancake. Is that like a song or something, Golden? Because I recently just found out that everybody knows Mixer, right? Gabber, you've heard of Mixer. I don't know if you ever streamed over there. I never did. Yeah, but you talk a lot, and I just don't listen all that much. Yeah, about like I do with women. You know, we do that a lot. Women talk a lot, but we just don't listen. Yeah, evidently, the same guys that are running Beam Stream, they originally ran a streaming site called Beam, just called Beam. And that's what Microsoft bought and later rebranded to Mixer was Beam. So it's these same guys that created Beam back in the day and got bought out by Microsoft that has created BeamStream. It's now known as BeamStream GG, the website, but if you go to the website itself, it just says Beam. Yeah, it's like a meme, sort of. Oh, okay. We just arrived to Amsterdam. Wait, what? Where? What? I'm lost. Not for us, Corolla? 3 hours and 15 minutes? I hear what you're saying, but people also said Kick was going to break through. And look where that is. I mean, they're still running. What is Kick going on now? Like, what can they be on? Like their 4-year anniversary now? 5, maybe? Hey there, Pixel, welcome in. For all you illegal dumb eye, yeah, there is a lot of degens there. Well, even I think one of the latest streams, like Eddie still streams every Saturday, and one of his latest streams is that he's aware. He said himself, he's aware that a lot of people are cheating the incentive program. They just got to figure out what to do about it. Shut them down. I mean, if they're botting, shut them down. Plain and simple. If they're cheating, shut them down. They're being sued by France because a person died during a live stream with multiple people in a stream house. Yeah, but can the platform be held accountable for what a streamer does? I don't think the platform should be held accountable for it. They abused him. Now, if there was something that was ongoing, yeah, because yeah, but like if there's something that's ongoing and has been reported, and Kick hasn't done nothing about it, then yeah, I could see why Kick would have to be held accountable. It was live on stream for 200+ hours. Yeah, but how often do you see actual Twitch moderators moderating chat? I'm sure it's the same over there. Or any streaming platform that's got any significant size to it. Or YouTube as well is another example. How many... Like, they literally do not have the manpower to moderate every single stream on Twitch, YouTube, or Kick, or Facebook, or any social platform that is like X that is just doing posts and videos, and Instagram. I mean, I don't know. When I ask Twitch something, it takes ages. Exactly, yeah. For the amount of people that's streaming, there's just not... It's impossible to have the manpower to like cover everything 24/7. But now that AI is being used more often, and it's I mean, you're able to moderate more with AI, but then also AI is just as human as a human is. It's gonna make mistakes as well. So I don't know. I asked Kick a thing, and within an hour I had an answer. I would imagine that their support team is different from the moderation team, though. Satisfactory. Oh my gosh. We got minus 14,500 for 4.5% damage. Twitch never responded. Well, Rescue got trolled over and over and over. I think it turned out to be the same person that was doing it. They were just making hundreds of different accounts. Hey, I'm not doing that today. No. And it took multiple reports from Rescue, myself, and other people in his community, and over a year of reporting before they did anything about it. Yeah, I lost 14,500 on the job. Let's see how much it's going to cost me to fix the truck. Sorry for what? It wasn't your fault. The problem though is sometimes you get like 20 bots in your yeah. How many monitors do I have? I have 3. Yeah, but that crash wasn't your fault. That was the AI and me not paying attention. All I know is I looked up and all of a sudden you were just standing there stopped. I didn't even have time to brake. I don't know why. Well, she had an AI brake checker and I wasn't paying attention and I wouldn't even have had time to stop anyways if I was. I have my brake sensitivity set very, very low, you know, so I can't stop on a dime. I don't set everything to the max like everybody else does. So even if I did see it in time, there's a chance I would probably still hit her. Unless I swerved out of the way. But ooh, almost 30,000. We still got, well, damn, we only got 218. No, I'm not. Because I had 180,000. I had 180,000 before I finished the job. How much did the job actually pay? The job paid 65 and 65.8. I got 225,000 for that one last night. But that was also 2,000 kilometers more, but it paid better. It paid better per kilometer too. Medical equipment. It's 12:30. I think I might just go ahead and raid out, to be honest. I'd only planned on going to like 1 o'clock anyways. Our next job is to probably was the vaccine that needed to get to Korea. Well, the next job is going to Ancona. I'm not going to be able to do 1,500 kilometers in 30 minutes. Plus picking up and delivering and stopping for sleep. Let me look and see what was after Ancona. No, not even if you keep 90. There's no way you're going to do 1,500 in 30 minutes. Hey there, band. Welcome in. Yeah, after Ancona, we got to go back to Norway. Yeah, I'm going to check on that. I'm not going to do it on stream, though. Well, I think there's a mod that's causing the an air brake sound to like override other trucks. I want to check on. Yeah, because I don't know if you noticed, but the truck I'm driving. Yeah, so after we go to Ancona, we got to go back up to Norway to Andenes. So that's going to be another long run. But yeah, like the air release and the brake sound, it's got that like old school truck and bus air brake sound on it, which it shouldn't have. So I don't know if it's the engine that I'm using or if it's the 113H mod that's doing it. See, I don't know if it's this truck that's doing it or if it's the engine mod itself. So I'm gonna go test a profile without this mod and then put the mod in there and test and see. Because I know I'm pretty sure it's this truck I removed one time before because the sounds from this truck was overriding other trucks. See, that's what I was thinking too. That's why I wanted to go test it out to make sure. I don't think it's the engine. I don't think it's the engine. Okay. I wanted to see if you have the default engine or a modded one. It's the default engine, but it has a modded sound. Yeah, I don't even have it on the server. Or actually, I can go in here and look. I like that road a lot. Ooh. I don't know if I have a T, Renault T on this. Probably not. No. I have this one. I have this engine on the other truck, the DTI 13480. They don't even have the 520 option in there that I noticed. But it's this engine, but with a modded sound.
Want a break from the ads?
All right, let's see. Let's go. I like that they got a race engine, but they put the limit at 90. Well, the 90 limit is partly to do with World Trucks and regulations, like actual regulations here in Europe. The server is limited to 90. Oh, really? Even with normal cargo? I never go over 90, so I never noticed. Okay, I didn't know that. So yeah, I'm always driving external or the speed limit, so I never would have known unless I just happened to try to drive wild one day. I don't know. Oh my gosh. All right, let's see. Who do we got streaming at the moment? Hey there, Kevin. Good morning. I'm getting ready to raid out. You're just in time for the raid. Oh, rip. Yeah. Do you guys want to continue trucking or you want to do arc raiders? I got people doing trucking. I got people doing arc raiders. Just woke up. Hi, Kevin. Bye, Kevin. Had a long night of trucking. So we got ETS, ATS. I don't care. I'm just sticking from the raid. Okay. I'll go where I'll go where the bed meets. All right. Well, let's see. I try to find somebody. I like how it tells you, like, oh, you have not rated this person in the last 30 days or whatever. A streamer without a tinfoil hat. They even kicked him out of the U.S. No, I left willingly. And I'm willing to not go back either. We got a couple of people in ESB that are streaming. I think we'll go with ETS though. Let's go to stream database so no one has fun. I think we'll stick with ETS, and he has no hat at all, so Paul will be happy. He is a smart one the way that country is going. Yeah, the United States is fucked with Trump in office. People that support him can say what they will, but they're fucked with him in office. Evidently, there's like some sort of court loophole that he's trying to go through now, to where he can essentially grant himself by law through court, $10 billion dollars in what is it called? Not legal fees, but compensation. I don't know if you would call it that way, where it would essentially be the taxpayers that are paying it. Fucked up. Just amuses me how everyone is getting named on the Epstein files but him.
Here we go again.
Yeah. Well, here's the ads. Well, we're going to go raid, if you guys don't have ads, either way, we're going to go raid Andy Attack 2008, or Andy ATK 2018. 205,000 mileage. Nice. But, yeah, he's doing some ETS2. Don't know what he's up to now. He's looking through settings or something, but he's doing ETS2. He's a fairly new channel, I believe. I ran into him just randomly looking for a stream one day and hung out and had a chat, and so we're gonna go check him out, see what he's getting up to over here on ETS2. You guys have a good rest of your Sunday. And thank you very much for turning out today. I'm much appreciated. We'll see you guys Tuesday. Most likely trucking, but we'll see what it'll end up being. But most likely trucking, I believe. And I'll make sure to thanks for the Sunday entertainment. Hope we get the truck soon again. Fast. Yeah, I mean, if your computer is up and running and you're actually able to run the game, then then yeah. I might just have to make a 10 full hat to wear next stream. All right, y'all take it easy. Thank you very much for coming out today. We'll catch y'all later. Better make 2 in case one breaks. All right, thank you guys. Bye, y'all. Thank y'all very much for joining with the raid. We'll see you over there at Andy's channel.
Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Nightmare! Thank you for the raid! Thank you for the raid, much appreciated! Nightmare, welcome, welcome in! Thank you for the raid, Nightmare, much appreciated! Thank you, guys! Thank you! Oh, thank you, Nightmare! Wow! Welcome! Welcome in, Raiders! I did not expect that this morning. Hi everybody, my name is ETS2. I am a sports streamer here in the United Kingdom. Welcome to Andy Attack. I'm Blue. Blue is my my sidekick here is Blue. She has her own webcam. She likes chilling in the background. I've just got in